Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, wherever you might be finding yourself. It's such a great time. So, it's festive seasons everywhere, but I want to bring you the story and leave you with something to think about, something to run through your mind, something that you want to comment and engage. And it's in a story on that you want to embark. And before embarking that story, I want to ask everybody, so please do subscribe to our channel. So we are aiming at hitting 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So we're already at 800 now. But the Namibian government, has budgeted $25 million just to spend on cars. Okay, $25 million that is budgeted just for cars. You've heard me correctly. In a country where the unemployment rate is staggering, in a country whereby kids struggle to pay for their tuition fees at various type of universities, where we have road issues, where food security has become a problem, and fuel prices are going up and down. So in a country that is like that, the government has set aside 25 million to buy cars. And some of you have been seeing the stories that have been circulating in the newspapers 3 weeks ago, and I just wanted to visit on that story because it's very much phenomenal. So the spokesperson of Ministry of Works, so they are responsible of doing purchases for government vehicles and stuff like that. So confirmed they purchased a car for two cabinet minister, that is the Prime Minister Sarah Kwongelo Amadila and Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, that is the Deputy Prime Minister. So it was alleged, and we saw this news coming out that both of them received cars that was worth 2.5 million. But Mr. Julius Ngwenda came out and said no, basically it was not 2.5 million each, but it was 2 million each. So both of them, they've gotten the Toyota Land Cruiser SUVs. The Prime Minister got that one, and the Deputy Prime Minister, that is Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, who is in 2024 gonna be the incoming president. She's the candidate of the ruling party here in Namibia. And she's advocating for the people. But sometimes, and this is what I want you to think about, that a person allows the government to buy for them a car that is 2 million, yet they have the agenda of fighting for the poor. And immediately when I saw that story a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking to myself, if in her own personal capacity, both of these ministers, if they were supposed to buy a car for themselves, they will never buy a car for 2 million. But because it's out of the government coffers, they don't feel any guilt of wanting those cars because it doesn't pain them at all. It's coming from the government. And to spend 4 million, whether it was a million, whether it's 2 million on a seven that's supposed to serve the public, it is very disgusting for me, especially at the time of the economy that we are busy finding ourselves. So it's just too bad. Okay, both of these ministers were involved in car accidents. Sarah was reportedly bumped into the ECN minibus, and Netumbo was involved in a car accident that started for Shivelo, and so forth and so on. So all of them got involved in the car accidents, but it's nasty. Then the other story is about the Inspector General for the police. Him also, there was allegation that he has gotten a Mercedes Benz that costed about 2.5 million also. So the spokesperson for Nampol came out and say no, it's not 2.5 million, it's actually 1.9 million dollars. And to them, they've budgeted to spend 11 million just on cars, and those cars have been distributed across the country. But it's funny for me how people, they will invest so much money into cars that are not every member of the public is riding in those cars, but they are living on luxury in those cars. But tell me what you think in the comment section. But this is where we are, that this ministers and the police guys, they're just cruising in these expensive cars. Imagine 25 million on cars, on government officials, and 11 million budgeted for cars in the police alone. That money could have been used, for constructive purposes within our country, whether on young people, whether on the poor, whether on the roads, whether just to do some. But please do subscribe. We are out.